Dolly, you're always winning on meme coins. No, my friend, I most definitely am not always just winning on meme coins. And that's the hard reality of life that most influencers won't tell you. And I'm here to talk you through exactly what to look out for and exactly what to not buy. So before we start, we're using BULLX, by the way. My early access code is in the description. We always use this trading bot. By far, I believe it's the best trading bot. We can zoom in here like this. Let me just zoom in. Yeah, so it's by far the best trading bot. Also, be sure to join our trading Telegram. A bunch of guys hang out in there. We have like 640 people at the moment, which is crazy, and we're growing exponentially. And I also have my call channel underneath there where you can just see exactly what I say in that chat alone. And guys, yes, we are going to be dropping a premium Discord that's going to cost $12.99 a month. It will be released in the coming days. And dudes, just get prepared for that. We're just going to teach you how to farm airdrops, how to do a bunch of stuff, serious calls only, we'll have a P&L sheet up so you can see we'll always be profitable for the month, etc, etc. We'll have huge calls in there. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. We're really excited and I'm looking forward to dropping that soon. But this video is not for that. This video is for how to avoid losses, how I take losses, what you can do, and to set up some methods to stop yourself from doing this. So first of all, if I go to portfolio here, which is really handy on the BULLX page, I have a 334 P&L on my 1 Solana challenge account. So basically I got to 20 Solana and then I lost a bunch because I risked it because I wanted to just get to 100 and I didn't really document it properly. I've said in the previous video. But I'm just going to show you exactly what to do here, right? So if we go down the full way, right, I'm just going to show off my losses, don't mind the winners. So obviously this was the play that kind of lost me a bunch of money, and this one as well, hamster. And you're not always going to win. That's the main part you want to know. So, right, I made this call in the Discord. Let me just, or I made this call in the Telegram, sorry, not in the Discord, around the, what, 150k mark, a bunch of marks there, right? I know it's actually kind of shocking when you look at it like that, but it is what it is. We can have a look here. We bought in at what? Like it went up to 800k, and we first bought in at around 260k, 200k, 200 again, 150k, and it went up all the way to 800. Yeah, you're damn right I didn't take profits. Why didn't you take profits, you ask? Well, at the end of the day, I got greedy, and that's essentially what I'm here to tell you. You do not always need to get greedy with things, and to set your stop losses right. So with this one, obviously, I was doing a challenge, so I was like, right, I want to get to this 100 sol, and I used, I believe, like 50% of my bankroll. I think I was left with like 7 sol, and I took a bunch out. That's why I still have a good P&L, whatever. But essentially, you do not want to do this, right? You do not want to buy it like 250k. Obviously, I'm using the 3 minute. You can use the 30 seconds, and it'll show up better, and you just press reset chart there. Um, yeah, so obviously you ideally want to sell at this mark. So if I'm buying at maybe like, I don't know, 250k, right? And it's going up to 800 or 600k or whatever, it gets up to 800. Dude, at 600k you're going to want to sell your initials, meaning you're going to sell 50% so you're risk free, and then the other 50% of your profits would essentially be just what you're playing around with. You can leave it if you think it's going to go to 2 million, go to 2 million. But if you're going to be a seriously profitable trader, you're never going to want to do that. You're always going to get out early as possible. Take your 2 or 3 X's unless again you're really bullish, and leave yourself a small moon bag. If you think, oh my god, this actually has potential to get to 20 million, well then leave a small portion, maybe like 20%. There's no harm in doing that because it's still profit at the end of the day. But one thing I will say is never use more than 10 or 15% of your balance. So obviously in this case I didn't. And a main thing for that is like wanting to achieve something and being unrealistic. So number one, never be unrealistic with your targets. You're never going to actually hit 100x in your first time. You're not going to hit it in the 50th time. You're probably not going to hit it in the 100th time. It takes time and patience. It's about setting your record straight. Be realistic with yourself. So, what do you mean by be realistic, Dali? Well, you're realistically not gonna come into meme coins and just become a genius all of a sudden. Now, I do videos to teach you, and that's exactly what you should be doing. You should be learning as much as possible. Maybe even use a fake balance. Say, "Oh, I bought this coin at this price," and take it down on an Excel sheet or write it down on a piece of paper, and then say, "Oh, I would have got out here. I would have got out here." Watch charts, look at trends, look at basic lines. Like for example, like you can see kind of this chart was kind of looking bullish. Obviously, it gets to this point and you're like, ooh, but then when you're kind of getting to this point where it's consolidating for like over an hour when it just dropped, yeah, it's probably going to go up if it's hitting this mark and it's just holding its line. That's right. It goes up, and it was associated with another meme coin or whatever. And yeah, you identify like a dev is good or whatever. You can always do that. Now, another thing, you're like, Dali, but what if I don't want to take small margins and I want to take the risk? Well, you're gambling, my friend, and you do not want to do that. You want profits. I know you're in this to make money, but if you're trying to make stupid money, you're not going to do it by just investing $100 in 50 coins. That's not how it works, right? To find that one huge winner, you need to have time and patience. You need to have learned so much of this crypto stuff, essentially what we're going to teach you in Discord for 12.99 or whatever. And it's not a shill. If you don't want to join, that's perfectly fine. And it's still not out yet, so I'm essentially not shilling. But we will teach a lot of stuff in there, how to farm airdrops and stuff like that. Um, One key element that I would say, if you're trying to make profits and you're not trying to get greedy like this, say I go to portfolio here, right? Let me just reload the portfolio, by the way. This is messy. There's a bunch of trades in here. Um, Say for example this trade here, hamster, right? I had an insider wallet and I got very greedy, like 750 minus whatever 36% P&L. um when I click in here, right, so essentially I've gone down to 6k. Obviously I didn't get in that low. um Reset charts will go 15 minutes. Yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, so you see, I bought the top and stuff, and then I sold the bottom, whatever. Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing. It is what it is. But you're like, oh, Dali, what's wrong with that? Well, man, there's a lot wrong with that. I just bought like the very top and sold. Yeah, but like, okay, it's just one bad trade. Yeah, that is one bad trade. But what I done after was the worst thing possible. After you do a bad trade, you're not in the right state of mind, dude. Step away from your computer. Just back up. Don't bother doing another trade, even if it's like, I don't know, the best shield you've ever been given. You're trading while you're vexed. You're angry and you're gonna make mistakes. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to step back from your computer, take a step back, and just chill out. Like I know it's not as easy as it sounds, but bro, I can assure you, I've made so many losses by doing that, and that's the last thing you want to do, to be honest. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. I'll go back to portfolio, show you a few other mistakes. So this Spain coin, right? I can't remember when I bought this. This was a while ago before I even like knew what I was doing really. So another thing to be safe, obviously, with the bubble maps, I think I've explained it a bunch, but I'll explain it again just for the guys that are new around here. With bubble maps, it can tell you if there's insider wallets and if someone's bought. Obviously, this one's like a messy one. There's 40% there, whatever. Um, it'll outline kind of red arrows to tell you that it's insider wallets, and then you realize, oh, the dev holds a certain percentage, the developer holds a certain percentage. If you don't understand what dev means, yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I got this one. I don't know, like what point did I get this at? 0.26 Solana at 50k, I think, and it went up to 1 billion. Oh yeah, or no, I got 500 million, and it went up to 1 billion. Dude, if I went to audit up here on BULLX, which is the main thing that I would say to use, once you pop up here, it says is freezable. Yes. So they can literally freeze your coin. And I've been through this in a separate video. But bro, this is also another thing to look out for. Just press on audit. It takes 2 seconds and it helps you out so much. And you're like, oh, Dali, well, there's not really much to learn. You like taught us everything. Dude, the crypto is so complex. You'll never learn everything. Like even trends and learning how to sell options and stuff like that. And I done a sell setting last video, but dude, there's like a bunch of cell settings, especially if you're gonna do a cell setting, because I've been talking about this video. If you're trying to snipe new creations with a filter of, let's say, minimum 6k. Actually, no, we'll just leave it to like that, right? Because you're sniping new coins, so you're literally just checking if that's a website looks nice, blah blah blah, whatever, right? Say I get into Frocky here, right? And it's obviously there's only one Solana in here. Say, oh, I'm kind of bullish on this one. I think it'll go up. Like you start seeing a tiny bit of volume or something. So you go one Solana and you press buy. Obviously, I won't because this is a scam. But if I press one Solana and buy, right? The first thing I want to do, right, if I'm trying to find them mooners with like the 100x's and stuff, dude, if I got in at 4.2k and it goes up to 5k, right, so I got in at 4.2 and say I get 9, so if I put in one Solana, I get 33 million, right? So we go sell limit and then 5k 33000000, right? If you take out 75%, oh, I done the wrong thing. Say you take out, uh, I don't know, 25 million, right? If you take out 25 million, that's still not enough to cover your initials, right? So essentially, you can go 29 million, right? That literally covers your one Solana off, and it just went up a little bit. So what? Oh, Dali, like 4 million tokens. Well, dude, that is a lot, right? Say you have 4 million tokens left over from that, and you took out your initials because you're trying to find moon bags, right? And say, right, I'm gonna leave it in. Obviously, there's a small chance it goes up to 2 million, but if you're really bullish, like at the start, and you're like, ooh, this could do it, right? So this is at 20k, 200k, 2 million. Dude, with that 4 million tokens, you still made a 55 Solana play, and you were risk free essentially because you got out straight away. So you can snipe tokens like that. And sometimes it is best, I know 55 Sol isn't a lot compared to the you know, instead of 4 million you'd have 34 million. Like, I know 468, but think about the risk to reward. If you took out everything, essentially you're risk free. Is it going to go to 2 million? Well, probably. The odds say there's probably a 1 in 500 chance, or maybe 1 in 2. I think it's 16,000 coins get launched, only 10 of them per day get to 2 million or something, even less. So you probably have like a 1 in 17,000 chance to get it right. But if you're playing your profit smart, say you're taking initials and then you have 4 million tokens, right? 4000, whatever. So this is 4,000, 40,000. That's it, right? So you get there. Say it goes up to 400k. Dude, you're still making 11 Solana. That's still a lot of money. At the end of the day, that is a decent chunk. And say so you only sell 50% here, right? And then you have 2 million left, so you got 5.5 Solana, and then you get you get to uh 2 million tokens, and you get to 2.4 million here, right? With the remaining side. Dude, another 33. You're still making a ton of money, and you're being smart about it. If you're keeping your whole bag there, you've essentially lost 1 Solana, and say that's your budget. Well, you're only gambling with 10 to 15%. But if it gets to that point, you've lost everything. So what are you going to do? Well, listen, you're going to be broke. And that's exactly what you want to step away from. Also, another thing to look out for when you're buying these tokens and you're selling or whatever, look for artificial volume, right? And what do you mean by artificial volume? Well, someone's buying for 8.4 sold there and or selling, and you look for the buys now. Like, maybe the volume's gone way too high for some reason, and you're like, okay, maybe it's a little bit botted, but it'll still work out or whatever. Dude, another seven sold sell. Like, that's risky stuff. You do not want to be in stuff like this. This guy, for example, right? Let's see. Is he washing or what's he doing? So he has $500 profit and he still holds 3%. This one hasn't sold anything. Kind of okay. It's certain ones like you can see they're kind of washing volume. There's not a lot of them, to be honest with you. You can go to top positions and check like this. See, that guy sold unrealized. No one really has any unrealized profits here, which is it's kind of crazy, and the top sellers or whatever. But that's kind of what it's like at the start. But that's another thing you want to avoid. Let's say we're going to new pairs, right? We're feeling even riskier. We're not buying pump fund tokens. We're just going to buy every single sort of token. Obviously, most creations are pump fund, and it makes sense to have pump fund as the main creation now. Um, Say we're buying a random radium token. Dude, if you're learning off and you're starting off, do not do that. You're looking to get scammed even easier. Obviously, you're so susceptible to scams, and I think 0.1% of tokens actually make it to a radium, or yeah, make it to radium from pump fund. Bro, if someone's launching on radium, they're more than likely gonna scam you. Sorry, because that's the meta right now. The meta right now is pump fund, and I think it will be for a long time. It's just the best way to actually have huge coins, unless it's like a huge team and they're all holding like 15%, and it's like a decent cartoon, like I mean like noob, for example, let's say, right? Oh, that's the wrong noob for sure. I thought that was the right noob for a second there. I was like, what? Say it's this noob, right? I don't think the X will pop up. Maybe it does. I'll tab out. It makes it easier on everyone. Yeah, so see, that one's not the one. If I just go NUB and then type it in, or it's noob reply, sorry. Right, so a token like this for radium. Dude, why is he not popping up? Oh, they got suspended. No, they got suspended. What? Oh man, that sucks. They'll get their account back though. They always do that. Oh, that's actually so sad to see. Well, on that note, that's actually kind of bad. They'll get out, I'm sure though. That's one of the best things by far. By the way, if you're new, follow me on X as well. That does help out. For sure, for sure. Follow me on X because that does help. And I tweet a bunch. I tweet a bunch. Also, shout out to the chunky guys. They actually replied to my thing. Fat is the future. I said, just keep calm. I'm fat cat. I love chunky. That's also this meme coin. I might as well shout it out in the video, but yeah, I'm bullish on this one. I'm actually very bullish. 10 million. What? Oh my days! I was calling this as low as 5 mil, boys, and it's up at 10. It's a 2x. Oh, I'm so bullish. That's amazing. Honestly, honestly amazing. Them guys are doing a great job. Big shout out to them. I don't know them personally, but I'm just a huge fan of their coin. Yeah, so you get the idea though, right? You gotta be safe and dude, do not trade when you're vexed. That's the main thing. And if you're coming into this mindset of oh, I need to make $5,000 by tomorrow or something, or by next week, dude, step away from trading, take your money back out and walk off, because you should be expecting to lose everything before you win anything. That's just not how it works. You need so much time and patience to find winners and to be profitable. You're never just going to become 100% profitable by setting unrealistic expectations. Say, oh, I want to make $5,000 by, I don't know, starting off with $100 by the end of the year. Yeah, first you learn, you use fake money, stuff like that if you don't want to lose anything, and that can be a thing. But do not set unrealistic expectations. Just while we're sitting here, I can see this. This kind of looks cool. It's obviously not the. It's obviously like a copy or something. So yeah, see, this sold off. That sucks. Anyways, right, guys, I won't keep you for much longer, but just be safe out there and just know I don't always win either. Sometimes you can make mistakes, you can lose out, it happens. It's how you bounce back, and I love you guys. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Use BULLX, join my Telegram, and get ready for the Discord because it's coming soon.